He sat alone in the farthest booth, the one near the window, where the neon sign from Marty's Diner flickered every few seconds like a tire heartbeat. His name was Frank Dalton, though no one here knew that. To the waitress refilling coffee cups and the couples laughing over pancakes, he was just another man nursing a black coffee at 8 p.m. on a Thursday night. Only Frank knew what that cup meant. He reached into his jacket pocket, feeling the folded paper he'd been rewriting for hours, an apology letter to a daughter who hadn't spoken to him in years. He couldn't seem to get the words right. There's no way to write, "I'm sorry I wasn't there." That makes it sound less hollow. If you've ever crossed paths with someone who changed your life without even knowing it, hit that like button. This story is for you. Lena Brooks was on hour 10 of her double shift. Her feet ached. Her ponytail was falling apart, and she'd been running on caffeine and obligation since noon. Rent was due. Her son had outgrown his shoes again, and all she wanted was 5 minutes to breathe. "Coffee refill?" she asked, her voice weary but kind. Frank looked up. For a second, he thought she resembled his daughter. The same brown eyes, same quiet warmth. He nodded. She poured, smiled faintly, and hurried off before he could even say thank you. Across the diner, the bell at the counter dinged. The cook yelled, "Order up, table 3. Lena glanced over, juggling 2 plates and a tray of coffee. She mixed up the tickets without realizing it. The classic slip of an overworked waitress, and brought the steak and potatoes meant for another table to the wrong man. "Here you go, sir," she said, setting the plate down in front of Frank. "Medium rare, right?" Frank frowned. "I didn't." Then he saw how tired she looked, the frizz in her hair, the fading ink of a child's drawing peeking from her apron pocket. He sighed. "Yeah," he said softly. "Medium rare." He hadn't eaten steak in years. The smell pulled him back to barbecues and birthdays, a life before everything fell apart. He cut small bites, each one slower than the last. When he checked the time, it was already 8:47. He was supposed to have been gone by now. Then his phone buzzed. He froze. The name on the screen made his throat close. "Emily." He stared, afraid to breathe. His hand shook as he pressed answer. "Dad." Her voice cracked. It was soft, uncertain, and older than he remembered. He couldn't speak. "I don't even know why I'm calling," she whispered. I had this feeling, like I needed to hear your voice." Tears welled in his eyes. He swallowed hard, gripping the phone like a lifeline. "I needed to hear yours more than you'll ever know," he managed to say. The diner faded around him, the clatter of plates, the hum of conversations. It all drowned out until it was just her voice and the ache in his chest that finally started to break. They spoke for 5 minutes, maybe 10, long enough to open a door that had been closed for years. When the call ended, Frank sat still, his eyes glistening, as the letter in his pocket became meaningless. Lena returned a few minutes later to clear his plate. She paused, noticing the tears on his cheeks. "Was everything okay?" she asked gently. Frank nodded, smiling through it. "You brought me the wrong order," he said, voice trembling. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," she began, but he stopped her with a raised hand. "No, you brought me exactly what I needed." She blinked, unsure what to say. He stood, placed a $50 bill on the plate, and said quietly, "Keep the change, Lena." She frowned. "Wait, how did you know my name?" He pointed to her name tag. "Oh, right," she chuckled. He smiled once more and walked out into the night. 5 years later, Lena had moved up to manager. The diner had new lights, new booths, even a new name. It was late afternoon when a well-dressed man walked in. She didn't recognize him at first, not until he smiled. "Still serving the best coffee in town?" he asked. She squinted. "I'm sorry, do I?" Then it hit her. The eyes, the quiet smile. H was the man from table 3 all those years ago. "I know you," she whispered. He nodded. "My name's Frank. It's been a while." He reached into his coat and handed her a small envelope. Inside was a photo of a young woman with a baby in her arms, both smiling under a spring sun. My daughter, he said, and my granddaughter. Lena's eyes filled with tears. He went on, his voice soft but steady. The night you brought me that wrong order, I was going to take my life. That mistake bought me 10 minutes. 10 minutes long enough for my daughter to call. You saved 2 generations that night, and you never even knew. Lena covered her mouth, tears spilling. Frank, I just did my job. He smiled. No, you did more than that. You saw me when I was invisible. He slid another envelope toward her. It was a cashier's check. Use it however you want. Just promise me one thing. She looked up, trembling, shocked by the figure. What? He leaned forward. Don't ever think small acts don't matter. You never know whose ending you're rewriting. That night, when the diner was empty and the lights dimmed, Lena sat in the same corner booth and watched the city lights shimmer through the glass. For the first time in a long time, she whispered a quiet thank you to life, to timing, to accidents that aren't really accidents at all. Because sometimes miracles don't come with an angel. Sometimes they come with an apron, a coffee pot, and a tired smile. If this story moved you, share it. Because you never know who's waiting for a small mistake to save them. This was a true humanity chronicle, a story that reminds us what it means to be human.